Hey guys, Spenny here. Welcome back to another Dokkan Battle video. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about the Dokkan news that have come out in the past few days, particularly relating to the Dokkanfest transforming Toppo that is coming out quite soon to global and within a handful of hours. So I just wanted to dive into a few things today, talk about the big summertime Showdown campaign premiering with the Dokkan event and Dokkanfest physical Toppo, along with talking a little bit more in detail about this new onslaught missions we have, particularly for if they have it's in the events tab, this event renewal Furious Charge, breaking the siege, the Frieza Soldier mission that's done, comes with 70 plus missions at least. So we go into the campaign tab and look at the summertime showdown. What you can see is that with the summertime showdown, we get our classic login bonuses. We get associated missions to get Kai's, stones, training medals, etc. What I think is going to be kind of a very skippable banner at this point is the Dokkanfest Toppo, physical Toppo transforming into God Destruction Toppo, along with his banner unit, Cataprestra, or Pestra, or however you say it. They don't have it localized for some reason. And what I think is unique about this is on top of it having this new banner, they are also actually porting in the JP ticket summons that they did for Rose Goku Black, and they're getting it actually for Toppo's banner, which I think is a very nice idea. I think this banner for most people should be a very easy skip. If you remember what we don't have the banner details for global, but the banner details for JP were pretty grim. I think the featured units on it included AGL Kale, transforming Kale, Tech Super Trunks, the Gammas, and a return of the Int Tournament Power Android 17 and 18, which might be a good character to pick up, although they're kind of shoved off their own team at this rate. Ultimately, the only good unit on the banner, in my opinion, is Toppo. Gamma 1 has his uses at the end of the day, especially next to the LR Gammas, or if you're for some reason running them next to Gamma 2. But at the end of the day, this banner is a very, very easy skip. We know from the leak that I believe this banner is supposed to come with the Super Hercule Zenny statue. So if you're in dire need of Zenny, I guess you could summon on this banner. But I personally wouldn't recommend it too much. If you go to the power, you have your ticket packs, power destruction packs, stone sales. Ooh, we all need stones after the plethora. Where are we at? 5 banners that have just robbed us. Elder Kai, the Dokkan Awakening support campaign for Toppo, which will be nice because you can farm these medals ahead of time. So when you do get Toppo in a few months, easy enough there. You're getting these inevitable showdown missions. I forget who this is for. I can check momentarily. So I actually just pulled up the banner, or not the banner, but the missions right here. The missions actually correspond to the 6th anniversary battle and the 9th anniversary battle that's been updated for the last two anniversaries. So with this, the missions are, as you can read in the online, but the missions are just to complete this event with 6 Realm of Gods category characters, 6 Universal Survival Saga characters, a full Rainbow Team, AGL, Int, Tech, Fizz, and STR within 5 turns, and then also clearing the stage within 2 turns, and then clear the stage with at least 4 special pose characters, which shouldn't be, I think, too crazy of a hassle if you think about it, because we do have, in theory, we have the Ginyu Force. You have you picked up AGL Ginyu and his banner units for Kun Goldo and Birder and Jace. Those could be options. You also have the free-to-play Ginyus, although you do need to clear this within a small amount of turns. So you could always use some of this other special poses units available, such as the Gammas, such as if you picked up LR Ginyu, the LR Int Ginyu Force, could be an option. There are also plenty of EZAs coming up in particular. So if you have access to the EZAs for physical Riberan, Toppo Pride Troopers, any of the GOAT tanks would be phenomenal for this mission too. Honestly, you could probably just get a Majin Buu Saga team and then just stack it with GOAT tanks. You can get 8 GOAT tanks, Tech Super Saiyan 3 GOAT tanks, probably the transforming AGL GOAT tanks, and then also the physical Great Saiyaman Super Saiyan 2. That's also EZA. You could try that theoretically. There's a lot of flexibility here, and when those missions come out, I will be happy to show you my strategy for some of this, because I could come up with a few ideas. The Universal Survival Saga missions and Realm of Gods, I think those, given the content that's been available up to this point, should be pretty straightforward. Now if we head back to the mission, to the campaign, we also have the Toppo God Destruction event. We have the support memory boost that also opens tomorrow. So if we pull up the support memory boost real quick, and so if you actually look at the mission associated, or the support memory that's being associated with this event, it is stage 9 on JP. It is called for the Master and Disciple's Wish, I believe, or Master and Disciple's Goal. If you run this, the missions for this are also relatively straightforward. You just need Reps Universe 7. You just need to complete it within X amount of turns, and there's also one using only super attacks as well. So relatively straightforward. If you look at the Super Battle Road and Extreme Super Battle Road missions, the Super Battle Road, I believe they touch on it in this part of the they touch on it along down here. It's usually buried at some point. Extreme Super Battle Road you have for power absorption, and then Super Battle Road you have for Bond of Friendship. Bond of Friendship should be relatively easy. I mean, most Gokus, most Krillins, you have Pan. There you go, there's your leader, you're done. Extreme Super Battle Road power absorption could be interesting, but I mean, we have all the Buu units, so I think this would also be relatively straightforward. One thing to point out as well, we do have Dokkan Virtual Ultimate Clash coming up. Ultimate Clash starts relatively soon. I think it starts tomorrow, so this would include to be up to date with JP. This is the 70th Virtual Clash. It's a lot shorter in duration, so if you actually check the summertime campaign, you see that the duration of it is actually, it's relatively short. It's only about a week. So with this in mind, I think it's fair to say that this should hopefully have a lot of missions up front to help with any battlefield currency discrepancies. But at the end of the day, it's hard to tell with what the developers are thinking. Same old extreme EZA areas, all the same story missions that are opening. This is what I think is really interesting. I mentioned this earlier. These are the ticket banners. So this is the weekend, these are the missions, and then this is the associated ticket banner that you can get to actually potentially unlock Toppo, and I'm assuming Catapressa as well. You also, I think they have this the second time now, but they also have the special pose category Dokkan Festival banner that you can summon on to get either Int Go tanks or Tech Go tanks. You can see here, Tech Super EZA Go tank. World Tournament's coming out. Everyone loves World Tournament. I think it should be fine ultimately. World Tournament should be fairly nice and straightforward to play around with. No new mind-blowing LR or any mind-blowing EZAs. I'll talk about the EZAs very quickly. I think the main thing, the units that are EZAing are, you can see most of them here. You can see the, this is in the back AGL cell. You have STR, Great Saiyaman, SS2, Super Saiyan 2. You have Tech, Cyborg Tau. There is one more unit that's EZAing. I can hopefully very, very quickly pull it up. Um, oh geez, yeah, I can very, very quickly pull it up. Never mind, I'm actually right. That is it. So those are the 3 units to look forward to for EZAing on the World Tournament side. In terms of the EZAs to see from the actual Toppo event, we do have, if you were paying attention to the JP Dokkan, this is when Int Gotenks EZA'd and Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks Super EZA'd. We already got those units, so now we're just getting their side EZA units. That being the physical Great Saiyaman as Super Saiyan 2, the Int Toppo Pride Troopers, AGL Super Gotenks, the banner unit for Tech Vegeta, and that's essentially it. One thing to also note, we do get this new Yamcha card, who's just going to be as an SSR. He seems okay. I mean, he's just an SSR. You can't judge him too harshly, I think, but hoping and praying that he's good down the line. So, and these are your traditional World Tournament events. These are the events associated with awakening the EZA side banner units. So you can get from Gohans, I believe you get the I have to actually check. Gohan, I believe you get the Great Saiyaman. Toppo and Dispo, you get Toppo Pride Troopers. Gotenks, you get the AGL Gotenks, and then Physical 17 is where you get Physical Ribrian's medals. Dokkan Battle next Monday. This, I think, is really interesting as well. So this was noticed early on in the morning after the update. People noticed that the Dragonstones require to actually redo hidden potential skills for characters. The cost went down drastically from 5 to 1. Most people wondered if this was actually going to be a long-term thing, but it turns out that it is temporary. It's going to last for about 2 weeks out. I think this is a really cool idea. I wish they would just make this permanent, honestly. I don't know why they would keep this, because, you know, I think this is just a relic of when Dokkan, you know, this is a relic back in the day when you would attempt a hard challenge event and you would just, you know, get obliterated by Broly or something, and then you would use a Dragonstone for stamina. You know, at the end of the day, people, I hope, rarely do that anymore. This is mostly a relic of that era, that time, approximately. And yeah, I think ultimately with this campaign, I think it should be pretty straightforward. You know, you have pretty much everything's open tomorrow. You have the banner, you have most of the new units, the Super Battle Roads. The only thing that you really have to wait for after this point would be World Tournament on the weekend, and then the Baton Battle, and then the ticket banner. Do you summon for Toppo? No. Please, 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 please do not summon for Toppo. He is very good. You will need him for Universe 11 eventually. He can wait. I guarantee you he's going to show up somewhere else. I would not be surprised if they have some sort of shenanigans where he's like the first or second banner after Worldwide. So just hold on to that. You know, I think at the latest he'll be back in October. By then, you know, I think with all the new Universe 11 EZAs are coming out with now, with the Peppy Gals, with Margarita, the new Universe 11 woman that came out as well. I think there's more than enough opportunity to not need Toppo. He is pretty important, but again, you only need 4, and so you have Tech Jiren, Toppo and Pride Troopers. That's already 2. You know, at that point, get Margarita, get the new Peppy Gals unit 4, you're done. You know, if you get AGL Jiren, you win. I just would not worry too much about it at this point. With that in mind, that's kind of all I really wanted to cover baseline for the news. I actually want to upload a separate video, hopefully concurrently, that we can talk a little bit more in detail about the Bardock mission up here. So this right here, this Furious Charge breaking the Siege Bardock event renewal. So I think I'll actually just wind up recording that pretty much right after this. I don't think it should be anything too crazy. Yeah, but I'll keep you guys in the loop. This should be up almost immediately after, I'm hoping. Yeah, thank you all so much. I hope you enjoy the Toppo celebration. Nice easy A's with free Dragon Stones, and remember, keep saving up for Worldwide. We have about a month. Peace.